Welcome to Onivia, League of Legends highlights. These are the best highlights from today's LCK matchup.
Teleport as a bit of a lurk.
Yeah, there's the ulti right on top of Hannah. That is going to be, first blood should be coming through, but never mind. The encore comes down and Pioshik is going to die. Hannah with the sickest of outplays.
Oh, she doesn't get the agency to actually team fight and get those resets, so KT need to be super proactive themselves.
Ooh, a little bit of a sidestep there as BDD gonna have to jump away from Closer. Stacks up the bomb though, and now Barrel's making his way in. To Narnia goes the Glacial Prison, but the bouncing bomb is pretty good. There's the flash pole on top of Duro. He's burning down, but does get the flash. The Nature's Grasp to keep them all caught up. And Perfect just teleported in. The Keeper's Verdict just on top of the cow. And in these extended fights, this is where Seraphine can shine as the Q is going to connect, but the headbutt to save Def. BDD able to jump his way out, and the Mega Inferno Bomb goes down. Is anyone gonna die? Yes, finally the tree is gonna be cut down, and Barrel, you can see, he could see it, the angle on the Pulverized, but the turret is just gonna kill him. And Hannah once again in trouble. The Buster Shot's gonna do it. BDD locks down the kill. Could have been even better, but still, of course, Barrel's going to make that play, tank that turret, and die. That was always going to happen, but the fact that the cleanup did come on through by BDD. Oh, okay, it's a double TP as well. Both Hannah and Clear are making their way in. Deft is looking to take a turret in the mid lane. But this double TP may not actually be able to get them anything as the reset does come through. There is mid-outer turret secured by KT. And they might even be able to get an honest 5v5 here if Perfect is going to teleport in. There is the flank angle, the Pulverized onto Clear. The Satchel's charged up. And look at the counter-strike value. It's gigantic. But so is the dead Jax now lying on the floor. Mega Inferno Bomb onto 4 is going to soften them up. But now they're able to keep them at arm's length. And yes, the Rift Herald does go down.
But at the same time, what I loved about that play from KT is it looks like we are going to see this turret now in exchange here for Closer.
Yep.
What I loved about that play, even nobody's contesting.
Yeah, well now the teleport is coming in. Clear does get his one back up and available, and Pioshik is just out of there. They're just going to give over the Drake. Keeper's Verdict does
that bottom wave and then rotate over and get the Dragon. They had the TP coming up for Perfect. They could have played around it. They could have tried to deny BNK a very impactful soul, plus the individual Dragon itself. And they're even going to grab this turret here.
Yeah.
KT kind of getting run around the map.
Yep, 4 people. Where Hannah kind of made the fool of him. It's kind of in his head.
For Ziggs also with the Void Staff and not Leandri's isn't doing all too much just now.
Raptor taking a bit of damage here. Is Perfect going in. Let's see whether Pioshik's smite button is going to work out. Well, it's not going to matter because he's just evicted from the pit. The Encore going to get flashed out of the way there by BDD. And now KT, they need a team fight if they're going to win this one. Pioshik making his way back in. The big one's flying down, but I mean, I don't think KT was ever really going to die because there's not a lot of damage.
It's kind of whiffing.
Yeah, I
starting to feel like KT should have had the better draft here, but the piloting giving us some question marks.
Hasn't quite worked out, although Duro now in a very uncomfortable position is going to flash, and that is going to get him to relative safety. Mega Inferno Bomb, and that'll finish off the kill onto the very frustrating Poppy. I just don't know whether this really... We kind of stated it from the very beginning. The tools that KT has, they're the ones that should be able to get them ahead in this series. Headbutt pole onto Raptor. They can't lose the jungle. Oh no! BNK, they lose Raptor, and now they will lose Baron as Def trying to satchel away, and he will be successful in doing so. And a teleport to come through from Closer. BNK, it's now time to put the pedal to the metal.
I mean, they got it.
As well, Wolf is just the worst.
Yeah, because
there's 44 seconds on the Drake as well.
Yeah, Baron straight into the Drake is what KT are asking for.
All right.
Here.
Keeper's Verdict is now back off cooldown right now from Duro, but the Baron, it's just dead. And now the reset is going to be possible. The reset up for this. Not exactly optimal, does have the Warmogs up and available as BNK. They do get first position around this Dragon. As all right, KT, can you actually find any of the angles here as Nature's Grasp does come down? Mega Inferno Bomb has come in. That is the Infernal Soul as Def trying to get that damage down. They get rid of the Jax. BDD's at full health though, and over he goes. Perfect execution is not the name of the ability, but Perfect just executed Closer. And now Deft is looking for some bouncing bombs onto Duro. Yes, you got the Infernal Soul, but no, I don't think you're going to live.
You have Seraphine that can proc it, a lot more damage in this composition. BNK is not the Giga Infernal Soul comp by any means.
No, it feels a little bit like Infernal Denial, which certainly is still a good thing as Clear has to go in. He's pretty tanky as the Nature's Grasp comes down as well. They get rid of Pioshik first. Out goes the cow and Deft. He has to flash. BDD and Deft, they need a frontline to fight around. And Perfect is in the mid lane, and he's going to take an inhibitor turret.
He's going to get this inhibitor turret.
Wow, what the
Pick. If they can pick Pyoshik or Perfect with a chain of CCs like they did on the turret, again, it's optimistic to hope for that, but I think that's your best bet of winning this game.
Yeah, I think like they have to, it's all on Duro. Does Duro get the sickest ult ever? And that was a decent one, because now Beryl is all by himself. Doesn't have to ult though, and is just going to walk his way out. So never mind, Keeper's Verdict now on cooldown, and BDD rocket jumping away. So Perfect, possibly in a little bit of a rough position, but does manage to leap strike his way out. Closer will be able to eliminate that control ward as Henna. They thought that they may have had an angle there as Raptor taking a lot of damage. The Encore armor just one as Death trying to get himself out of there is successful for now, but he's kind of out of the fight as Raptor extraordinarily low. Perfect trying to get into that back line as Duro pushes him back with a heroic charge. Beryl wants to save his teammate. Mega Inferno Bomb almost just kills them all. And now BDD is in range to get these autos down. The drive-by kill on the tree. That was so sick with the explosive charge delivery. And I think the KT just had that little bit too much damage as Henna is going to be focused and destroyed. And KT, it took them 44 minutes or something like that, but I think they're finally going to win this game.
It may not have been a Penta, but that is the exact type of team fight I was talking about. Def holds his bomb for so long, even though Raptor is definitely killable, just to get the maximum value. Player is just trying to buy time here.
That's a cute one. Bought an arm guard just to buy as much space as he possibly can. But there is a big minion wave, and there is so much turret damage with a Ziggs and a Tristana. This game number one, my God, was it hard fought. We basically called it from the...
These were the best highlights from today's LCK matchup. Click that subscribe button faster than Ramus can say,
Okay.
See you on the next one.